Welcome. Lovely to have you here. So we are still on this message from the future on 0-0-resource1-IX, so number 9. The Emperor's Gate is upon us, and we are going to collectively travel to the Temple of the Peoples using this shared meditation format. And just for some visual prompts, you arrive into a hallway with two versions. It's either a love hallway or a hell hallway. So, there's other videos that introduce those paintings and poems and concepts. So go hook them up if you're keen. But so this is what the hell hallway looks like. So one door closes, another door opens. Sometimes it's hell in the hallway, and one door closes, another door opens. Sometimes it's love in the hallway. So this is what the hell's hallway looks like. So I've turned off the audio so that you can go and watch it. And maybe I haven't even pushed the play. Yeah, haven't even pushed the play. Yeah. Oh, here we go. So yeah, so if you're stuck between one ending and another opening, but you're just not having that great a time, this is the hallway that you will travel down. Oh, this was the stars on this particular week when I got introduced to this person, and I wished I'd blimmin' seen his videos for the last 10 years of my life. But then I obviously wouldn't have had the journey I had with so many hell hallways to actually realize that even a hell's hallway is pretty lovely. And this is the hell hallway that's taking you to the Temple of the People. It's in Damanhur in Italy, and it's underground. How far underground do I know? It's just built into the mountain. And then here's the sacred space. So whether you take the love hallway or you take the hell's hallway, which we've just travelled down, this is the sacred space that you will meet me in. And you see that little hexagon in the middle? I think it's an octagon. That is where you will do your work. So when you come down, there'll be a place waiting for you. So yeah, so I'll do the guided meditation, but when you get to that spot on the floor, that's where, if you're meant to lie in a rose quartz healing bed chamber with, that's what will be waiting for you, a rose quartz bed. I've had the rose quartz bed before. I've upgraded to a emerald chair with a writing desk that's made out of celestial smoky quartz with hydro inclusions. And yeah, that's where my unicorn and dragon and Mary, the beloved mother, meet me. So see, these are all the portals to the rest of the universe and other worlds. So galactic federations, you've had other lives, like for a few weeks there I was saying I identified as a dinosaur. I think it's because I was remembering my life here on Earth as a dinosaur in one of my incarnations. But then I got over that a few weeks later. So, I think all these people that are identifying as other things, I actually think what's happening is you're just getting flashes of your other lives. And yeah, so I'm quite grateful I didn't go off and get surgery to become a dinosaur, because I'm over that phase. But I've remembered what it was like to be on Earth with the dinosaurs, which may be that portal there. Who knows? So now here we go up. And so when you go up, see, these are the original beings. These are the first beings, and look, they're not just humans. Look at everything that was here on Earth, So we were, designed to be united on a love vibration, and yeah, things have got off course, but how to get back on course is, our past can show us both the future and how we bridge the two, because back here, look at all the harmony, look at all the unity and the animals, the progeny really. And here we have these three, which I've written down their names and I'm needing to get to know them, but they are Bast, Pan and Horus, I think they are. Horus, Pan and Bast. So yeah, look up and see them. Or think that they are the top of Homer's head, you know. This is a whole nother language. And in this video, for a language, you know, to really be felt by its people, you need to be able to write it, you need to be able to speak it, and you need to be able to dance it. So, you know, you might just turn up here and one day you decide, you know, that middle is actually, it's just a dance floor today. And you are just going to stand in here and shake your body and groove to the feeling of unconditional love. So when we send out our tendrils of gold, see, they're going into all of these portals. And we've all had other lives here. This isn't our first rodeo, you know. So this is how we heal the universe. We collectively meet here because someone in the past or someone in the future time traveled to create this sacred space for us to do this work on the very first Emperor's Gate, the very first inaugural known recorded Emperor's Gate, astrological alignment. You know, and my dream is that this Kapatcha man, who knows, you know, I want him to download his astrology knowledge into me as a light worker, and that's how we do it in the future. We just use telepathy and downloads of our skills and talents, and, you know, oh, I'm just noticing this kind of looks like your DNA with your Kundalini rising. That's really quite cool, that one. See, so anyone who feels like you've lived on Mars, you've lived on Venus before, you've had a life on Mercury, guess what? You're right. So yeah, we can just send the golden tendrils and send the unconditional healing love from there. And because we're leaving these vibrational energy imprints of ourselves at any point in time, and if we go back and back, we're just building up and creating layer upon layer of love. That's how, so this is him, Kapatcha. And yeah, I got sent this by a friend who said she didn't understand any of the beginning bits, but she thought it would be nice to send this to me. Oh, and by a friend, I mean it's, you know, a person who's her own hexagon of light, and we'd met on the phone. She was trying to recruit me for a corporate job, and at the end she was like, "You don't want to do that. Here, I'm going to send you this astrology video. I think he's great." And so when she sent me this, the front bit she said she didn't know anything about. For me, this made all this clicks. I was reading a book called East of Eden by some bloke. I think he's Australian. And I was just like, oh my gosh, this is what he's talking about. So that's, you know, read a bit of a book, and get a little bit of a YouTube, blah, 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 and all your connections get made yourself. So this is the love hallway. So when we get to the end, he takes a different path. So if you're going to travel in on the love hallway, or you're going to travel back, like you always travel back on the love hallway, always. Like the program's hard coded to travel back in the love hallway. But what that looks like is coming up. And yeah, so just, this is the little octagon where when you arrive here, this is where your workstation is all set up. You know, it might be a Merkaba, and you go and step inside the Merkaba and it spins around and heals you. Like whatever's right for you, you'll intuit. But when the very first one, when we say, and your workstation's there, and you know, feel an energy, and it's your healing guide, and you ask them to introduce yourself, and you know, your dragon and whatever, you may already know them, or you know, you may remember them, but this is the octagon where the meditation is taking you. Now, the love hallway's at 2410, so I'm just like, how far away? Oh, I just get nervous about trying to move the YouTube with my finger. I'm just not that flash on it. In the future, we just don't even have the iPad, because the eye is your third eye and that's your pad. But anyway, that's for later times. So much love. So yeah, so this is the hallway that you leave on. This is the love hallway. So this is the hallway where you just know that everything works out, and because you've seen this before. So within, so without. Namaste, aloha, kia ora, amen. So much love. It is so. So yeah, this love hallway is pretty awesome. Like the hell hallway was pretty good too, but this love hallway is, I just love it. So, and before, oh there we go. So, have you noticed? See, more programming. See, we don't want the ads. Now the next one is, now that you've done that prep work, now I am going to channel a motivation, the meditation that I use. So it's going to be my meditation for me, leaving as much pauses for you to program yourself within that framework of the Temple of the Peoples. So yeah, free will is still at play. Informed consent, do you want to continue? No, just click on the little X and bust yourself out of this loop. If you do, I'll see you on the next one.